All right, so welcome again to Military Guna TV. Thank you very much for joining me. And today we will be discussing Gabriel Martinelli and Auba will be out at that particular time when Gabriel Martinelli will be getting his perfect chance, his perfect opportunity to be the central striker for Arsenal Football Club. And let's get into a bit of details in the how Gabriel Martinelli has been performing this season. We haven't spoken about much about that so far. So I would really implore you guys to hit the like button. Show me some, that will show me a bit of appreciation that you guys like the content. Also, if you're new here, I would advise you to subscribe. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we want to get into the details as soon as possible. Big up everyone who's jumping in the chat. Sharma, big up bro, big up Paul, big up Delano, big up Mr. Kumar. Much respect to all you guys. We will be discussing Gabriel Martinelli and the stories that are surrounding Gabriel Martinelli at this particular time. It's been basically a boring day. Most people don't like what international. I wanted to view maybe throughout the stream. I will be viewing the Turkey versus the Norway game as well. Maybe we could watch that and discuss the game throughout the series. So maybe hopefully you guys turn on your TVs and let's enjoy that game as well whilst we discuss what we're talking about here. So first thing first, news came out that Mikel Arteta is up to give Gabriel Martinelli his place and position in the team. But my question is, how will Mikel Arteta facilitate that? And there's so many things to talk about. As I said, big up Delano and big up Paul. Much respect to you guys for jumping in the chat. Please remember to hit the like button. Big up Sekaya. Much respect, bro. 2K soon. Yeah, man. Hopefully I can reach it, Hopefully I can reach it. So let me get into the bit of details, guys. Remember, if you'd like, I would like you guys to share the stream on your socials as well. Big up Justin. Big up Justin. Massive respect to you, bro. I am fine. I am really, really fine, Justin. I won't say the last name, but I am doing fine, to be fair. Let me get into the matter. So we're in already. Paul has jumped in the chat right away. Has anyone seen Auba's new hairstyle? Violation of hairstyle. Well, I think he has in extenders. I have no clue where Auba find that hairstyle from. Guys, please remember, I would appreciate it. Come out the chat, hit the like button. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. I have no idea where Aubameyang decided to get that hairstyle from. I won't say much about it again. Big up Ashton for jumping in the chat. Massive respect. So let me get into the game because I've been giving big up so far and not getting to what I'm definitely here about. So Martinelli, according to football.london, you know that is where most of us get our articles from. Gabriel Martinelli is set to get more game time through a particular time period in the Arsenal phase. No, so let me read what the article has written. So there may still be plenty of seasons left. Let me get into it. Let me read it from the front actually. So Gabriel Martinelli to finally get his chance as Arsenal number one transfer priority reveal. The Gunners are set to cut short for vital fixtures in the Premier League, FA Cup, and Carabao Cup next season as things stand. So let me go a bit further down. Paul is asking who's injured. I didn't hear of any injury. I know that what's his name? Odegaard got a slight injury, but he's actually playing today. So that is the reason why I wanted to watch that game, which is going to be played today. Or Saka's injured, but Saka is gonna join up with the England team as well. So I'm not too worried about that. I think Saka will be back quite soon. I do believe Saka will be back quite soon. So I'm not worried about that aspect of it. There may still be plenty of this season left to go, but it's difficult not to look at the next campaign for Arsenal, which is next season. Of course, there are a lot of variables to consider, but If things go right, it could be crucial. It could be a crucial season as Mikel Arteta tries to carry the team back to top of the Premier League table towards its glory days or its former glory days. Ashan said, I remember when I would integrate strikers with pace by playing them wide. On Van Persie. Van Persie didn't have much pace. I can't remember Van Persie as a pace striker. Walcott, yes. Bentley didn't have any pace as well. Wiltor did have a bit of pace. But Van Persie and Bentley, there was no pace here. I can't remember them having pace. However, as the Spaniard seeks to do that, he's already been dealt with a massive blow after it's confirmed that two of his most important players will be missing for up to a month next year. After Gabon and Ghana booked their places in the African Cup of Nations, it looks like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Thomas Partey are potentially to be missed in the entirety of the January 2020 period. That is how we're going to suffer. We'll be missing Thomas Partey. We'll also be missing Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang during that time period because they will be away playing AFCON. And I could remember a time when when AFCON used to take place, we didn't have much players going away to participate in AFCON. That is the African Cup of Nations. We never have much players going to the African Cup of Nations, to be fair. And so, with the Premier League have confirmed that the next season will start on August the 14th, it seems as though that will not mean they miss many games as they would done this tournament. So, but it is likely that the Gunners will be without their star players for the early rounds of the fixtures, FA Cup and possible semi-finals of the Carabao Cup if we should reach that far in the Carabao Cup. Now, Mohamed El Nini also will be missing, but we're still not sure if El Nini will be with us going into the next season. So while Nicolas Pepe helped the Ivory Coast secure their place at the tournament in Cameroon with a 3-0 victory over Nigeria early on Friday. So also these are players that will be likely to be missed. Definitely will miss them, to be fair. Sharma, Drew did made an unbelievable winger. Yeah. Sitting on the sideline. Auba wasn't scoring, so he can go. But remember now, people, this is AFCON. This is actually in January 2022. So we don't know what may take place between August 14th and January and the beginning of the African Cup of Nations. Auba could have fine form, so we're not sure. They need to put a Cup of Nations in June, July. What is going to happen? What most people don't remember that next year's World Cup would be taking place in the winter. Those games will be taking place in the winter. So maybe we're talking about next year, October, November. Those in that particular time period. The absence of both Pepe and Aubameyang means that Arsenal will have to use the full extent of their squad if they are not to get through what will undoubtedly be a tricky period for the season. With Alexander Lacazette, Nketiah, and Forlan Balogun, fixtures all up in the air. Futures all up in the air. The asparity, the sparsity of the forward options could create a chance for Martinelli to be given extended time in the first team. So and we have done it already. We have seen cases where Martinelli, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has been out of the team, and Martinelli take up the mantle. And you guys can remember from that previous game that we played against Chelsea, what Martinelli did to Chelsea, and the bits of success that Martinelli reaped during that time period. So we all have positives to say in that regards. So we can't say Martinelli is not going to come in and actually get the job done. But so let's get over onto Martinelli. Let's look at Martinelli, what Martinelli has been providing us this season in comparison to what he did last season. Let's see if he's way off or is steadily growing. Because I already did a stream on if Mikel Arteta is actually mismanaging Martinelli, and we will see how that one goes. So let's get into Martinelli himself. As you all know, Brazilian, right foot, position midfield, 19 years of age, shirt number 35, and that soon will be changed. So his previous game, his last 5 games are accounted as this. He played against Chelsea on December 26th. His SofaScore ratings is 7.0. He played against Brighton on the 29th of December. His SofaScore ratings 6.5. Then Newcastle on January 18th, 6.6. And then now Manchester United on the 30th of January, 6.8. And then last game he played was against West Ham, which his SofaScore rating is 6.5. So as you guys can see from his heat map, well, I won't go across that. So you have strengths. Let's get into his strengths. No outstanding strength, and that is really because right here they have his weakness as aerially, and I think he's really good aerially. So guys, if you guys can see that is his heat map. It shows the limited amount of game time that he has played, but definitely shows that the intensity that he plays with whenever he plays. So I can definitely correlate with some of the things that I'm seeing here. So total games played so far this season, he played 6 games. He started 3 of those games. Minutes played per game, 37 minutes. So he has yet to complete a full 90 minutes. Never featured in a team of it. He has yet to score a goal in the Premier League as well. Scoring frequency at 0. So let's move into other statistics because that is quite low. Assists none, touches 15 per 90. Key passes 0.2. No big chances created. So basically, he's having a really poor game poor season this season. Injuries and all those factors really piled up on him. So let me move on to a few more cup appearances that he made this season, such as maybe the EFL Cup, also the FA Cup. So I'm moving on to the EFL Cup. Let's see what are his ratings like in the EFL Cup, people. So he played 1 game in the EFL Cup, which was against Manchester City with a SofaScore rating of 7.1, which means that he did do well. He played 49 minutes in that game, which he came off injured. And those are the injury problems that we were talking about, and that was the 22nd of December. So he has suffered like 3 injuries between the time period that he returned from injury. He suffered the second game day that he returned. He got injured. Then he got injured at Manchester City again. So he had a few series of injuries during that time period. And I think we have to be realistic that we have to protect this young man and see what he can do. Don't worry, Balogun, Delano. Don't worry, Balogun, Martinelli, and Saka up front. Really? That's a really young front lineup. But we'll see how that looks good for the future. But I'm not so sure that looks really good for now. So let's get into breaking. Jackson announced that he wants to join Arsenal in 2024. Yeah, well, every transfer winner we have linked with Jackson. Then Ashton said Martinelli and Nelson always look sharp on those videos. I suppose YouTube can make anyone look good. Well, to be fair, Nelson is a good player. He's limited on game time. I think that his inability to go out on loan is one of the things that Mikel Arteta maybe use and slate him a bit. Big up, Mr. Primo Vision. Massive respect. I salute you, bro. Big up. Much respect for jumping in the chat. So look at, as you guys can see, he played 1 game, 49 minutes. He had 1 assist in the game as well against Manchester City, which can tell that he does play well when he plays against the bigger teams. He's a big team player, a big moment player, big game player. So I think we'll see more of him coming. Let me see which other tournament that he played in. Let's see the Europa League as well. Mr. Primo Vision said Gabriel is a real talent. Yes, we all agree on that. So he played 2 games in the Europa League. One against Benfica, rating 6.5, and then the last game against Olympiacos, rating 6.9. So minutes played, minutes per game, 11 minutes. It didn't get much time. So he's been limited. He's really limited on game time. So his progression, I think his progression, he has regressed, to be fair. He has regressed. We can't come to the reason why Mikel Arteta failed to use him in those aspects and those games, because I think that he will need game time at some part of the time. He definitely will need game time. And these are things that we have to look out for. So let's move further on to the other games. Emirates Cup. No, I won't look into that. So well, it seems as if he hadn't played in. So let me get back. No, let's move over to let's move over to he played an FA Cup against Southampton, where he played just 58 minutes. It's so limited on game time. I'm really frustrated because of him. He's not getting much game time. And it feels really, really infuriating. So, and I don't like it, to be fair. He should be getting valid game time. So let's go through. Big up Military. Thank you, bro, for jumping. Paul said, will Arsenal sign Odegaard? That's a difficult question, Paul. Very, very difficult question. And I'm hoping that we started to make the right moves and does sign Odegaard, because you see the quality that Odegaard display. I'll be actually taking part. I'll be watching this game actually. I'm not sure. Maybe I will not end the stream as quickly as possible, or maybe I will end the stream and start over a new stream to watch the Odegaard. So let me close the stream, people. I'm going to restart the stream and do an Odegaard watch. Hopefully, you guys can tune in. I did more than enough on Martinelli as well. But guess what? I think Martinelli has a lot to offer. I won't get into his past, but the reason why Aubameyang won't be playing is because that his absence for the AFCON. Also, Thomas Partey, Mohamed El Nini, and Nicolas Pepe will be absent for the AFCON. So, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Much respect, guys. I'll be starting my next stream quite in next few minutes. Watching the Turkey versus Norway game. Hopefully, guys, join me to enjoy that game. I'm sorry I couldn't run through the chat as well. So, guys, much respect. I'll be coming over soon. So, look out for that one in the next couple of minutes or so. Thank you very much for tuning in. Much respect, guys. Military Guna TV. And I am out. Delana said, just rename the stream. No, I won't rename the stream. I'll let the stream stay as is. I'm going to start up a new one. So, big up, bro. I'll be coming. Just give me about 2 minutes.